Welcome back, Gamer Week King family, to another F1 Clash video. We're here for our opening round of the Easter event with Lando Norris, Guan Yu Zhou, and the Typhoon getting a 10% buff, but we don't have any of those. So we're going to be trying to get qualified now, with Zandvoort being the first race up, 66%. Remember to smash the like button. Let's jump into it. Here we go for our first race on Zandvoort. Wet qualifier, 66% chance of rain here. Let's see if it's going to be a dry race or if it's going to be mixed or wet, and we're getting out qualified. I kind of expect that we're going to be getting out qualified for most of the qualifiers because we don't have the buff drivers, but that's okay. Alright, because we will be able to make up back some of those places if we get a good race start. Alright, so let's jump on, see if we could get a good race start, and I think we could. We will be on the better strategy here at Zandvoort, as it's 5 laps. Ooh, slow start from our guys. Verstappen forcefully pushed outside, now moving up as we see Charles Leclerc moving up behind him. Alright, so Max Verstappen now up to P11. We're going to cut there, cut here, let them go through there, and then we're just going to boost them back up through here. We should be able to pick up at least 2 more positions. Around the outside, the rival is also now on boost, so we're not going to get him. Let's cut down there and there and boost back up here and here. As we see, Leclerc moves up into place. Can we get George Russell? No, we can't, as we're out of power unit. Now we squeeze by George Russell. Alright, so we're going to be doing 4 laps with one driver. And we could do 3 laps with the other driver and boost the finish, but we're gonna go for 5 laps with one and 4 with one. Let's see if we have enough tires to go for 5. We need to cross the line with 60%, and we're way off here for 5, but we probably could save and come back for 5 with our Leclerc, and we could do a 4 laps with or Verstappen, who's trying to pass Sainz. We're gonna attack here since we're looking to do 4 laps with him. We don't need to save any of his tires that much, so we're gonna attack Carlos Sainz to squeeze past him. There we go. All right, and we see Leclerc moving up on George Russell as well. So we're gonna go now on our final lap with or Verstappen. As you can see, Leclerc's tires is coming alive. We're getting closer and closer. As we charge down or Verstappen, we're going to be putting his go to pit order in. I would love to be able to save some power unit with Verstappen from here, so we can charge up that power unit just a little bit as he goes up behind Zhou. Alright, and we see Leclerc, he's going to run out right about there when he goes around for the next lap. And we're going to put in his go to pit orders. Now can he squeeze past Sainz? Alright, we're back out in P19 with our Verstappen. We're just going to allow him to drive. See if he can save some power unit, or Leclerc is now out, almost there, so we cut him down to get squeeze out the last 2% of those tires, and we'll just boost him around the corner. He should hold his place to pit in front of Carlos Sainz. Now we're going to be boosting or Verstappen to pass everybody who's in pit. And a pretty good pickup from or Verstappen up to P6 and or Leclerc up to P10. Alright, so we're looking good. We could attack up the inside with or Verstappen there. Could attack as well Carlos Sainz up the inside with or Leclerc. Alright, so we just have the rival and a few cars in front of Verstappen that I think we could catch if we just disperse all of Leclerc's power unit. Save some through here and then boost him back up there, and then we'll just boost now or Verstappen, see if he can squeeze P4 as Leclerc tries to go for P8. gets P8. Can he get up to P7? He's about to go out of power unit. He gets P7 and he doesn't have enough to squeeze P6. So overall a great race. P5, P7 finish for us here for 38 points. We'll take that. Right, there we go. Now let's take a quick look now at the debriefing window. If this was a kind of a dry race, then we probably would have had a better chance against the rival here. But yeah, let's jump on into the next one. Here goes our next race. Hungary is where we're at. 7% chance of rain here. I doubt it's gonna rain any at all, and if it does, it should be some form of bipolar rain. But yeah, there we go. P12, P16 in qualifiers here. So a little better qualifiers there. And we're gonna go with mediums for Leclerc, and we'll go for the softs with Verstappen with a couple boosts. Alright, so we want our drivers to get a nice inside line start here. Verstappen is already on the inside line, so he just needs to hold his line. He swings to the outside, get pushed to the outside line, managed to pick up a few positions on the outside line, luckily. Now he's on the inside as Leclerc tries to move up, get him blocked and pushed back. As Verstappen, he's basically gone hunting down the front runners, who's on mediums. Well, he's on the soft, so he's now charged down out of power unit, so we're up to P3, and or Leclerc is up to P10. Right, the rival now starts his boost session. We're in between medium tires, so we should be good to go to hold and pick up P2 with Max Verstappen. We just need to allow him to do it naturally. There he goes, squeezing into P2 as P2 was on the medium tire, so we're good to go here with Max. As we're Leclerc now squeeze into position in between hard tires, so he should squeeze up to P8, picking off Carlos Sainz as he's on the harder compound. But look at Alonso on the hard tires overtaking the mediums. We're just going to allow him to drive. If you want it back, then you can take it back, Leclerc. Alright, nice double overtake there from Charles Leclerc. He took down those hards. Now he has mediums in front and a few softs. Right, so we see Verstappen calling out now for us to change his tires. Not yet, Max. We're gonna go around another lap. If you want to save some power unit as you go around, that's fine. And then we're going to be going into pit with or Leclerc here as well. So we have a nice little gap to go to pit now. That shouldn't cause us any stocking. Right, so we see our Verstappen now out of tires, so we're going to be boosting him into pit. It's a little bit close, but we should not stock. We shouldn't stock. There we go, no stocking. Now we just want or Leclerc to switch these tires to the fresh mediums real quick and get out. And so he's back out in P13, then moves up to P12. Alright, so what we're going to do now is just empty our power units to go around. The reason for this is that medium tires are going to be going into pit, so I just want the hard tires to be in front of me, who has not pitted as yet, so we could pass them when they go to pit next lap. Right, here we go, firing up Leclerc out into P8. Alright, so we have one set of hard tires in front of our Leclerc, who has not pitted, Carlos Sainz, so we should pick up on Sainz. And then we're going to try and squeeze into position with our Leclerc as the rival Zhou boosts away behind us. We're just going to try and defend our position with our fresh mediums. Use the little power unit we have to defend him as his power unit charges down. So alright, so he got to pass, no problems. He's out of power unit on the hard tires, we're on the mediums, and we will definitely repass that driver fairly quickly. Right, so we have Charles Leclerc, AI Leclerc in front of us. Let's see if we can attack with Verstappen to go and pick P1. Leclerc, can he catch up to AI Leclerc? Doesn't look like he can, but Verstappen has caught up to Lando Norris. Out of power unit. Can he squeeze up the inside? Can he squeeze up the inside? No, he could not. We didn't have the power unit to do so. But a good attack from Max Verstappen to try and pick off Lando Norris, as Verstappen now moves across the line in P6. So pretty nice race here for our drivers. P2, P6 finish for us, we'll take it. Alright, let's take a quick look now at the debriefing window and see where we are there. Alright, so that was the strategy and the match. And we see the drivers match and the car. Alright, let's go jump on into our next race. Here we go for our third race on Canada. Completely dry here at Canada. Let's go see what we could do here. Alright, so P13, 14 for us. We're in front of Lando Norris there. Quite interesting. Now we're in front of Lando. Alright, we're gonna switch for the softs and medium tires. We go Cuppa and Cuppa. Wait, let me look if I have a boost that gives race start. Doesn't give overtaking, so the Nazar would be a nice boost to try. But let's go back to Cuppa, and then we'll see if we could get 4 laps from those soft tires here at Canada. Well, we're starting off on softs and mediums. So see if we can get a nice inside line. Push to the inside. No inside push. We kind of got the push, but we didn't pick up any position or much positions here at Canada. One of those tracks where overtaking is a little bit difficult. So we'll still trying to squeeze through and make up a few places. We did pick up a few positions now, up to P9, 13. And then we'll cut back our drivers and we'll try to attack again, see if we can squeeze into a few positions, up to P7, 11 now up to P7, P10. Alright, so we managed to cut down and boost back up our drivers and push them into a little bit of positions gained as we go through some of these mediums with these softs. So we should be able to squeeze past Zoe up the inside here as he's on the mediums. We're on the softs, so we're up to P5. We have soft tires behind. We got passed by Lando Norris on hard, so we should be able to squeeze back in front of Lando Norris there. We just crossed the line, way below 50% tires, so we'll have to be mindful that we're going to be going into pit now with Verstappen. So let's put in his go to pit orders, bring him back to some fresh medium tires. So we try to squeeze into P4 with him. Then we'll just cut down here to charge up the power unit a bit, so we have to boost through pit. And while we do that, we're just going to boost our Leclerc by pit to pass everybody who's in pit and see if he can squeeze past Carlos Sainz as well. Yes, he can. Moving up to P4, then we'll just cut him down there, and we're back out into P9, moving up to P8 with our Max Verstappen, who we're just going to allow to drive from there. Alright, so we're on lap 4. Do we want to go around for another lap with Leclerc? 20% is the mark, so he's off. He's burned his tires, so we're going to have to go to pit now with him and basically bringing him back for some fresh mediums. If we had just enough to have 20% to the line, then we could bring him around for another lap, but we don't. So we'll just make the pit stop and then squeeze back out into P9. Alright, so we're P6, P9. We have cars in front of us, host of mediums, and hard tires who have not pitted as yet. So all we need to do now is to just cruise on these guys and pick them up as we go along. So we're going to attack Lando Norris here to see if we can squeeze past him. Good block from Lando. Some of these guys are going to be going into pit. Alright, so 2 medium tires pit. Now we squeezed by Lando and we picked up those 2 medium tires who have pitted. We're now up to P3 and P6. Alright, so let me see the hard tires now. We have 1 set of hards in front of us who's going to be pitting, and that will be Max Verstappen. So we're just going to attack now Leclerc from here to see if we could squeeze up the inside on this corner. There we go. Squeezing up the inside, and then we'll just let Leclerc try to drive to see if he can catch Verstappen before he exits. Verstappen is on his way out. We're not going to get him. He's going to jump out in front, so we're up to P2, P5 at this point. And we have medium tires on hard tires and Perez behind in front of our Leclerc, which we might be able to pass if we attack from now. As for our Verstappen, we're going to try to use him to go and catch up. Did we get P4? No, we did not. So we're going to now just fire our Verstappen from there to see if he can close the gap as we try to attack Perez around here. Squeeze up the inside. There we go. Got Perez. So we're at P2, P4 at the moment. And we're just going to continue to push. Alright, so we're catching up now for the last corner, but we're going to run out of tires. We got him, but we're out of tires, so I'm just going to boost off, see if we could get a little bit of a gap. Nope, we could not. But yeah, pretty nice race here. P2, P4 finish for our drivers here at Canada. Alright, so we'll wait for the rival to finish his race, and then we'll take a quick look at the debriefing window and jump into our final race. Also remember to smash the like button if you haven't already done so, and let me know how you guys are doing in the comments section. Alright, let's look at the debriefing now. Alright, so that was the strategy from us. That was the match. And that was the car. Alright, so let's jump on into our final race and see what we can do in that one. Here we go for our final race on Monza, Italy. Let's go see where we qualify and what we can do in this one. Alright, so we're out in front. 14-16. Alright. Alright, so Monza has been a tricky track all season. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be going long at Monza. Go for the Cuppa and for the Cuppa there. We're going to be going long, doing a 2-stop strategy with Verstappen and a 1-stop strategy for Leclerc. Alright, let's go. So we want a nice inside line start. Nice on the inside line here as we see both drivers making up some positions, slamming into the jam and coming back out in those positions. P10 for Verstappen, P14 trying to squeeze into 13 here for Leclerc. He's trying his very best. Esteban Ocon is blocking. Now he gets past him as we're up to P10 and 12. Alright, so we'll allow our drivers to cruise through here, see if they can pick up any more positions. We see Leclerc tried for P11 there, got failed. Verstappen tried for P9, got pushed back as well. So we're going to maintain now from here, and we want to take a quick look now at the tires to see where we are. So we have medium tires behind Leclerc, we have hard tires behind Verstappen. So Verstappen is going to be comfortable. Leclerc on the other hand might get attacked. Alright, so Verstappen moving up to P9, and we still have Leclerc holding strong with a nice little gap to P13, so he's not getting attacked fully as yet. So we'll just allow him to drive. We need him to cross the line with 50% of tires. Now he's going to be getting attacked, but I think the medium tires will need to go to pit after this lap. So what we're going to do is give Leclerc a little bit of support to defend against those medium tires there. And at the same time, we're going to try and see if we can squeeze him past Stroll, and possibly use Stroll as a defense mechanism. Alright, so we've squeezed past Stroll, so we're going to possibly use Stroll as a defense mechanism. Now we're going to be switching or Verstappen to the soft tires as or Leclerc continues. Alright, so we're going to boost Leclerc now by pit, pick up all of those who are in pit, and he's up to P1, trying to hold it. Can he? Yes, he can. What tires is these guys on? Softs, so they're gonna tear through him really quickly as or Verstappen comes out in P18. Alright, so we're gonna bring back Leclerc into pit for another set of hards as Verstappen on his softs trying to squeeze through him. Good little defensive there from Leclerc. Hamilton now on his hard should be able to hold off, but we're going to be going into pit now, so we're boosting him in. Now we're also going to be boosting or Verstappen here by pit to see if he can pick up some positions of those who are in pit. Alright, so he's up to P9, and or Leclerc is back out into P12, trying to squeeze into P11. He gets it, so we'll leave him right there. Alright, so now it's a matter now of pushing or Verstappen for 2 laps, switching him in 2 laps. So we want him to pick up a few positions. He's on the softs. George Russell is also on the softs, so that's why he's blocking up, putting up a massive defense. So we're going to allow him to go. Could have gone to pit there, but we're going to go around for next set of soft tires. We're going to do no service in here, and while we're going around on these softs, we're going to just cut him down, let him build up some power unit that we will definitely need to boost him for the remaining 2 laps. And at that pace, we're saving some tires as well, so he doesn't run out before making it to pit. Right, he's almost at the pit, so he's up on the corner. We boost him from there into pit, and then we'll just boost Leclerc by pit here to pick up those who are in pit as he moves now up to P6. Let me see what tires are behind or Leclerc here. All softs. 1 soft Zoe who will be going to pit. Right, so Verstappen on his way now in P13. So we're going to try our very best to hold off Alonso and his soft tires with or Leclerc here, while at the same time we're going to try to see if we can pick up some place with or Verstappen. So we're just going to allow Verstappen now to fire away. So we picked up 1 place, and we are still holding in front of Alonso. Right, so we picked up a place with or Verstappen. Cut down there, then we'll boost back up through these corners. So we want him to be attacking on corners as our Leclerc lost to Alonso. We're going to boost him off now to finish and see if he could squeeze back on Alonso. Somebody ran out of tires. We slammed into the back. AI Leclerc there cost us that place, because we probably would have passed Alonso if it wasn't for AI Leclerc there, who ran out of tire and we slammed into his back. If we just got a smooth overtake around AI Leclerc there, we probably would have picked up another place there. But Leclerc, there we go. We got P6 and P10 for this race. Pretty nice race there. And I'll take that finish. Alright, so 34 points it was. Alright, so that was our final race. Let me take our look at the debriefing window for the final match. There we go. That was the match, and that was the car. Alright, so that's basically gonna be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing in your opening round. Remember to smash the like button, and if you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe. Turn on your post notifications for more F1 Clash content. Alright, so that's basically gonna be it from us. Let's see where our final score after our first 4 races. We've got a whopping, drum roll, 158 points. Alright, so with our last 4 races, if we get the same 158, we should definitely get qualified with that. Alright, so that's basically going to be it for this one. I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video for the final round. Peace. All good, guys. Bye. Shout out Christopher Graves.
say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love.